What's up, everybody? This video, 81 Cutlass Supreme, G-body wrenching. Figuring out what the hell's wrong with the small block Chevy that I built. I suspect that the valves were all messed up, so I did a little bit of hot lashing in this. And then I also suspect that maybe the spark plugs were messed up or something like that. So I checked in on that. I did a lot of weird little things in the little bit of time frames that I had after work before my body shut down and I passed out on the couch while watching something stupid. Yeah, so that's what you're gonna get in this video. Sorry it's a little bit chaotic at the beginning, but it's all for a good cause, because the Cutlass sounds good. It sounds good. It sounds happier than it's ever sounded now. And you guys get to see the process. So, as wonky as that process may be, if you want perfection, if you want professionalism, you go to any other number of channels. Or you could just stay here and watch this because I think it's fun in a really twisted kind of way. Like if you're into that kind of thing. Anyways, thank you for stopping by. Enjoy the video. Thank you. Seriously. Thank you. All right. Cold start. Let the valves or the lifters pump up. Then we're gonna adjust them. All the poly locks on this bank are released, they're backed up. So just getting it on there, releasing clickety clack, tighten back up, booyah. See if it even starts. Was I overzealous? Choke close? Okay, cool. It is cold. Oh. Too much air now? Is that what we're doing? All right. What the hell is that all about? Am I running out of fuel? Okay. All right, need to remember to tighten this. Okay, boom. That side is done. Booyah. Poly locks. Okay, they're definitely trying to back out. That is nerve-wracking to do. Oh. All right. Okay, I'm really excited to see how well this runs after all this is said and done, because I'm pretty sure every single one of those was a little too tight. Ooh. You know, I kind of got the system dialed a little bit too, because this is not throwing oil all over the place. Anything crazy happening under there? Got a hell of an oil leak. Or, actually, never mind, that's from it running down the side of them. Okay. Take two. Okay, I'm gonna take all these extra flammables off. Oh yeah, those were getting warm. Makes sense. All right, anything melting? I did get quite a bit of oil on some spark plug wires. Overall, pretty happy. Overall, final diagnosis of my valve adjustment skills, bad. They were all, and I don't know if this is normal, maybe there's gonna be some people in the comments that'll know a little better than me, hopefully some old gearheads who know what's up. So I had them probably, most of those as you saw were about 1.5 turns out or in, so I'm assuming over tightened, causing more stress on maybe the cam lobes by a little bit, but mainly, I mean, I think that affects pretty clearly or the valve train timing in general, because, well, that would make them open to, I don't know. I'm gonna do more research and we'll go from there, but bottom line is I had to back quite a few of them, almost 2 turns all the way out, and then one of them over here, 1, 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, one of them on 4 was like a 1/4 turn before it started making noise. So that one was under tight. So I'm gonna hit these poly locks real quick, and then I think I need to address the exhaust because it's really close to the ground. That and valve covers, but you guys have seen that before, so I mean, if you really want to see me install valve covers, there's a couple videos with that. Anyways, I'm gonna get some fresh air, let this thing cool down a little bit, and then we're gonna do some valve cover replacements yet again. Hope that it doesn't leak, and go from there. All right. You see this? Doesn't look terrible. Too much anti-seize. Smells like raw fuel. And I have a sneaking suspicion as to why. I was watching Tony Angelo's video that he put out in which he fixed a C3 Corvette with a small block Chevy because it was running really funny, blah, 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 so they were going to do the spark plugs. And when they pulled the plugs out, they look kind of like this. But the main issue is that this is a header plug with like 460 reach. Can you see where this is headed? The way the plug should look for these blueprint H8002K muscle series cylinder heads is like this. So if you look, that plug's a little longer. So what that means is that the spark in the cylinder heads right now is so shrouded and terrible, it's barely getting spark. It can't burn shit. If this was fuel injected, I'd be less stressed out because the fuel is so much better atomized. But this is not that. This is a carbureted small block Chevy that needs really, really healthy spark. So we got to go get spark plugs because these are just wrong. Look at the seat difference. That's how much further away. It's a Vortex style cylinder head, and per Blueprint's description, they need 750 reach with a gasket. So I got to go get those. Makes sense. Okay, we have the correct reach spark plugs in there. Pretty big gaps in them. I did move the distributor a little bit on accident, but Let's do this one more time. She cold. Okay, now we're looking for leaks. Never mind, I'm gonna try and fire it up again because one of the spark plug wires was not completely on. Whoops. Ceramic coating works. I just touched the header on accident and barely burnt myself. Okay. Now I'm gonna let her cool down a little. Sound a little different. Why is it not wanting to start? Yeah, baby! Lightweight, baby! All right. Come on now. Oh. HEI cap was throwing weak spark for some reason, I think. The plugs were gapped out of the box at 60 plus. Huge gaps. Brought them to 40, put the cap from the new HEI that I was gonna put on the sport wagon in here. I had it flooded all day yesterday, that's why I wasn't running. That's what that should sound like. It's a rookie move. Check your plugs, every single one of them. I think one of them was at 50 and I was like, meh, whatever. Stupid. Don't do that. Don't be in a rush, pay attention. David Vizard would be so upset. I gotta get out of here. I got a train ticket outside. All right, we're back. Okay, maybe valve cover. What's scraped in the middle?
It's a really good question.
Okay, it's not up high. I was worried it was the oil pressure sending unit. It just looks like it's just running down. Yeah, okay, it's just dumping out of the valve cover. You know, that's standard.
Normal things.
For anything I do. Dude, I can't believe it's in the fucking daylight. And it sounds happy.
Sounds insane.
Just with a little bit of like, yeah, I think it either needs more accelerator pump or I just need to like let it warm up and just tune it a little richer.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, as soon as I like just try and yam it a little, it's like
not happy.
So I have to like pump it up and like shoot a bunch of gas in it and then it'll kind of take and I can kind of.
Right.
Hell yeah, I don't even have my dipstick tube in it.
That's overrated.
Oh, that starter noise though makes me want to peel my face off.
That was pretty awful.
Dude, yeah, it's like one of my least favorite sounds.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. But it starts, it moves just fine under its own power. It makes fireballs, apparently.
There are some dark spots in the garage. Don't know what that is.
I guess part of my concern here is this? Okay.
That looks old.
Just be moisture.
Those are fresh for sure.
That would not be the move. And that's power steering fluid, so we don't really give a shit about that.
Yeah.
I'm hyped, dude. Hell yeah. I'm so stoked. That means this video doesn't suck anymore because we started it again. And that means I'll probably drive it as soon as I get the exhaust to not scrape.
Looks good out there.
It does. With one grill shell and like... If I fix that valve cover leak and I get that other exhaust tipped up a little bit, I'm driving it. I'm driving it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go.
Okay, so that was a good romp through Cutlass Supreme town, I think. And as soon as I get the exhaust fixed and stop it from pissing oil out of every single orifice that it possibly can, I'm gonna start jamming the thing around town and making tire art. But we're on the track. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I love this car. It's the car that started the channel. It's going to be epic eventually. And you're at the floor, you're at the base floor, you're at the bottom floor, you're at the bottom level of what eventually is going to be an absolutely stupid channel. Working on all of Mark's crazy stuff, the Scout, all of his JDM goodness, all of this madness. Big block, side pipes, wide body, C3 Corvette Sport Wagon, 68, 2001. This thing's gonna be a little more mild. By that I mean I wanna put a Pro Charger on it. And then 85 Corvette, that's gonna be autocross Barbie fed. That's what I wanna do. So a bunch of metal flake is gonna happen on this channel as well. I got all sorts of stuff though. 38 Ford that's gonna get a small block that is going to be absolutely gnarly. And then step van, Suburban, I got all sorts of stuff. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. Make like a Girl Scout cookie and tag along, okay? That was a bad joke. Thanks for dealing with me. See you next time.